We have up-to-date theories from all around the world sent in by you all that's going to make us rethink everything. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for the videos.
Yo, you have to watch this.
This right here, folks, is why you need to get your own food out in the woods in the wild, baby, or grow it. They're not even calling them tomatoes anymore. It's a biolocube. Huh? We ain't in Latin America. This organic means that the rest of the store, the PLU number is 4. Throw it out the door. This right here,
throw it out the door.
These are 9. 9 is fine. You can wash the pesticide off. Conventionally grown means that it's systemically introduced through the roots and that you cannot wash it off because the pesticide, herbicide, and insecticide is within it.
Wow.
Oh, you want another example of things to stay away from in the grocery store, you ask? Read your ingredients. That right there, do you see what that says? Yep, I'm talking about that canola oil. When it's superheated like they do in the manufacturing process, it's really bad for you because it oxidizes. For those of you who do not know what oxidation means, think of rust in your tubes. Just so y'all know, I am New Boot Goofing by Cal. They sent me a pair of boots because of my ice fishing video on YouTube. And don't worry, we're going to throw some things in here that are actually helpful for you to get at a grocery store if you don't want to be poisoned. For example, one of them is soup, not this soup. So we'll come back to that in a second. Feel free to pause the screen at any time if you want to pause and actually read those ingredients. And that is one of the biggest cheat codes that you can use in a grocery store is reading the label. Some of the things like cheese, you're not going to be able to just read the label. You're actually going to have to look up the manufacturing process to find out that they put wood chips.
Wood chips?
So this especially pisses me off. This is marketed to our children as a country, and it's got more ingredients than Czechoslovakia has in its full name. When you're talking about sodium sterol lactate, aka acid in your gut microbiome. Everything in this aisle is a simple sugar that's going to spike your blood sugar, make you a pre-diabetic. However, there are some good alternatives. As you can see here, the ingredients are all organic. Cane sugar, apple cider, strawberry juice, poppy for the win. Oh, and this one right here tastes like Dr. Pepper. If only all these people knew what they're putting into their bodies, but it's not their fault. This is what our country has, is our regulatory agencies, our EPA, USDA, and everything in between would rather sacrifice our health and our well-being for the profit margins in all of this food. As promised, here is a trustable soup. This is Amy's soup. Check out those ingredients. Everything makes sense. Nothing is hard to sound out, and you can grow all of that in a garden. That's a good sign. If you guys are interested in more in this information of growing your own food, you can grow your own food using grow kits. I ship nationwide to anybody that wants to. And you can also check out my hunting.
Bro, these 5G towers are everywhere now. It's just faster internet, right?
Faster, yeah, but deadlier too. 5G doesn't just travel through the air, it lives in it. It runs on millimeter waves, 24 to 100 gigahertz, the same range used in military crowd control weapons. The difference? You get smaller doses for longer.
So we're all just standing inside a low-power weapon?
Exactly. Towers every 100 meters, hundreds per square mile, radiating day and night. That's over 400,000 active 5G towers in the US alone, and climbing. There's no off switch anymore. Not for them, not for you.
Wait, if that's true, why isn't it banned?
Because profit is permission. Switzerland tried to pause 5G in 2020, got silenced fast. Telecoms fund their own safety studies, while independent ones disappear. Every tower is worth millions in data contracts. And health risk? Cheaper than delay.
The U.S. National Toxicology Program found tumors in rats after long-term RF exposure. The University of Rome saw oxidative stress in human cells. Even the insurance giant Swiss Re called 5G a high-impact emerging risk.
Your brain runs on electric signals. 5G adds static to the same frequency. Your body's 70% water. Those waves vibrate it, molecule by molecule. Even weak fields can disrupt calcium channels and nerve function, proven in labs.
That means it's cooking us slowly.
Exactly.
Right.
I told you microwaves cook food by vibrating water. 5G does the same. Weaker, slower, constant. One cooks your dinner, the other cooks your biology.
So it's not just 5G?
No, 4G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Same principle, different intensity. You're surrounded by invisible heat, and they're still building more towers, closer than trees.
So it's not connection, it's containment.
They turn biology technology into infrastructure. Every device, every car, every wearable plugged into one nervous system. And we're the neurons burning out. If you can, live off grid. That's where life still belongs.
All right, let me put y'all on real quick, because if you've been stressing about finding the perfect place to host your event, this is it. It's called La Bella Event Center, located in Oklahoma City. And honestly, it's a hidden gem. Whether it is a wedding, birthday party, baby shower, reunion, or business event, La Bella's got you covered. They've got 2 stunning spaces. One, the ballroom for those big, elegant celebrations with high ceilings, and a color-changing chandelier that will blow your guest away. And the second one is the Starlight Hall. It's more of a small, intimate space that still brings all the luxury vibes with crystal lights, a bar, stage, and dressing rooms. But here's what really sets them apart. La Bella is a one-stop shop. They got an on-site boutique with gorgeous gowns, accessories, and formal wear. So you can actually plan your event and find your outfit all in one place. And the best part, they're all inclusive and affordable. Everything you need to pull off your dream event without breaking the bank. Oscar, who is the owner, runs multiple event centers across OKC, and his team goes above and beyond to make sure every detail is handled, from lighting and decor to just the overall flow of your event. So if you want your next event to look amazing, feel effortless, and fit your budget, check out labellaokc.com. Call or text them, and also follow them on their Instagram and on their Facebook as well, at labellaokc. Trust me, once you step inside, you'll see why everyone's booking and shopping at La Bella. Let them know that Perky sent you. Thank you, Collex, for the videos.
Why does Millie Bobby Brown look exactly like Elizabeth Perkins?
That is scary. Are these real photos?
How exactly? Now, what does elemental have to do with cryptocurrency? I'll show you. So this character is named Amber Lumens. Okay? And this character is named Wade Ripple. What does that matter, right? Well, the names of the 2 tokens that's going to be running this new financial system is called Ripple, XRP, and Stellar Lumens. Coincidence? They're showing you how these tokens are going to work in an ecosystem running the new financial system. Now, XRP is for institutions. Cross-border payments in real time, money's going to move at the speed of light. Now, when you send a wire or send, or get a refund or something, it takes days. You have to wait for transactions to settle. This is in real time. It's transparent and happens within seconds. Instead of a wire happening in 2 to 5 days, if it's international, it's 2 to 5 seconds. This one, XLM, Stellar, is for the retail investors, for you and I, on how we can interact with these protocols when it comes to, if you go to Walmart, Amazon, any of these entities, they will be using that. So, and Stellar, they actually have a deal with IBM. They have XRP has a deal with Western Union. Even AVAX, which is another token, they have a partnership with Amazon, which most people don't know.
I don't know.
So all these things that, they put in front of your face, oh, it's a cute little movie, oh, I have cute little characters, they're telling you where the money is. And since then,
programming.
This has gone, these 2 tokens alone have gone up hundreds of %.
Extra bright on my shoulders, the sickness. Turn on the lights and hair, baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see
Thank you, E, for the video.
If you look at where the pyramid is, right?
Okay.
So it's really the seal of Solomon, right? So if you connect the M, the A, the S, the O, and the N, it spells Mason. So it goes upside down like this, and then like this. So it's 2 pyramids. Solomon, right? And then did you see the owl on there? The secret owl?
No, where's
Never seen the owl on the. This is on your money, you guys. You guys spend this every day, and you guys never seen this.
An owl is on the dollar?
Yeah. So you need a magnifying glass, but it's up here somewhere, right where the one is. You need a magnifying glass, but it's on there, right? And then it's Anuit Forceptus, right? So you know what that means?
No.
New World Order.
Okay. So, and I'll break that down in Novus Ordo Seclorum. New Order of the Ages. And then Anuit Forceptus means he signals the beginning. Who are they talking about? In God we trust. Which God are we talking about? God doesn't need money. So, Antichrist. We're in the beast system right now, you guys. This is why I love crypto, because it's the exact opposite of this. It's not even worth the paper it's printed on. So you mean to tell me we give all the power to a private entity, the Federal Reserve, who's not federal, nor have reserves, and they lend it out to us, and we gotta pay it back with taxes and interest? Does that make sense to anybody?
Halloween's the most dangerous season of the year for the homeless. I'm like, well, why is that? Are they eating bad candy? What's going on here? He's like, no. They have these vans that come around and they tell the homeless they're going to take them to the shelter. They've got whole big meals set up for them and showers, and they can wash their clothes and all this. And a lot of them get in the vans and go. And then they tie them up and they hold them for the 31st. And then they sacrifice them on the evening of Halloween to the devil. And it's like a perfect crime because nobody's looking for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Objects that attracts demons into your house. Evil Eye Isaiah 2:06.
Yeah.
Dreamcatcher Deuteronomy 18:10-12.
I like how they have the scripture that goes with it too.
Karen K. Jeremiah 10:14.
I don't even know what that. Oh.
Mystical Stone Romans 1:25. Figure Psalm 31:6. Signs Isaiah 3:18-21.
That's gonna get some people right there. I made the video. Don't come for me.
Demons want you to talk to them because nobody else is willing to give them an ear. This is why you should never argue with people who are dealing with demons. Never argue in general, because what's the bait? The bait is debate. Don't get caught up in foolish debates, as the Bible says. Never try to convince a wicked man that he is wrong. He's only going to become more wicked, as well as you will suffer because you tried to reprove a wicked man. That's right, you can suffer a blot on your very own soul because of other people. And they will bind you by your own righteousness. This is called the language of Babel or Babylon. And this is the language that the demons will use. So it doesn't matter what thing you say, even if it's 110% true. Satan is going to take the truth and twist it. This is also why the Bible says, agree with the adversary. Move on so that he doesn't deliver you to the judge. When I tell you they're binding you by your own righteousness, I'm telling you, Bobby, that they're binding you by your own righteousness. You need to stop giving the wicked your time. Your time also equals an offering, which also equals a tithe, which also equals a tribute. Stop giving your time, your offerings, your tributes to the wicked. The Bible's very clear. Only bless the righteous man and let your alms sweat in your hands until you find the righteous man to give them to. A lot of y'all are like, oh, homeless man number 1, take my alms. Homeless man number 2, take my soul. Do you need some water? The Bible's very clear. You need to start blessing the people who are in your community and not the random stranger that you meet on the street corner. Because guess what? That random stranger, now remember, you never know when you're entertaining angels or demons. This is where you have to use discernment, but you also have to use logic. Most people in this world, they are wicked, whether they're on the streets or not. On the bus, in the taxi, or in the car. This is why you have to judge every man based upon their fruits, not their words. This kind only leads by fasting and prayer. Matthew 17:21. Start fasting from persons, places, things, ideas that are contrary to Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Titan Slayer, for the next couple of videos.
Okay, guys, so Rodney, he's going for it. He's launched the first digital ID today, and he's targeted all of the veterans, all of the old and vulnerable people in the country. That's his target audience first. Now, I don't know how he plans on convincing these people to be part or to partake in this dystopian program. That's all you can call it, really, dystopian, because that is exactly what he's pushing right now.
Yeah.
His own form of dystopia and some sort of Starmer Orwellian control system. That's what he's aiming for right now. I don't understand how he thinks he's gonna push this on people and make them accept it when these were the people in World War II who seen the same sort of programs being pushed out then, so people could be ID'd.
Nothing
So
new
again, I don't
under
know
the
how
sun.
he's gonna convince these people, and he probably won't. Hopefully he won't. If you're a veteran and you're thinking about listening to what this buffoon has been saying about why we need digital ID, ignore this clown. He's trying to make money off the back of everybody. Him and his friends are going to stand to make billions off us just for partaking in this. It's got nothing to do with looking after you or me. So if you're a veteran, don't be listening to a word this clown said.
What if we made people pay us for using their own money? Yeah. Look, they work all year, and we take a third of that shit for no reason. On God, it's genius. On God. We can have people hire people to have to tell them what the is even going on, and they're still not gonna know. Because we can really tax this on everything if you think about it. You make money, tax. You spend money, tax. You save money, tax. You die, tax. Genius. We can make broke people pay the most.
Did you hear that?
You bought a car, tax. You drive the car, tax. You park the car, tax.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. His stance are funny.
Oh, you bought a house? That's crazy. Pay me forever. Oh, you just made some bread? That's crazy. Give me some. It's not stealing if we give them a receipt. We'll call it tax, but it's really just a subscription to society.
Subscription to society is crazy. Because I've been saying life is a subscription service. And then you got to think about the quote that he said, it's not stealing if we give them a receipt. That is an infinite money glitch for the government. And then did y'all hear the part? We can make broke people pay the most. Hear this out. They raised the prices on everything, but not minimum wage. Somebody in the comment section said your first 18 years of life is a free trial. After that, you gotta pay.
Are you ready? D28 Productions presents Reclaiming the Throne Live Theatrical Experience. Black history throughout the ages with an emphasis on culture and identity. Listen, this is being done not in Black History Month, but enter into the fall season with the greatest Black history show on earth. October the 25th, 2025 at the Grover C. Maxwell Theater on Augusta State University campus. Listen, we would love everybody to come from the north, south, east, and the west. Remember that this event is absolutely free, so we would love to have you there. But you must do one thing for us first. We need you to register. Yes, we need you to go to d28productions.com with a slash of current events so you can go and register. We need to know how many people coming so we can make sure the facility is able to have the capacity of that. But we would love to see you there. Please make sure you tell your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle. Everybody meet us there, but make sure you register first. Love you. See you there.
Millennials are the system breakers. Ooh. If you were born anywhere between the early 1980s and the mid-1990s,
we made it.
1981 to 1996, this message is for you. You did not come here to follow in the footsteps of your parents or grandparents. You came here to dismantle everything they were told to obey. Millennials didn't incarnate in this lifetime to maintain the system. We came to break them down. Our generation was designed to be the bridge between the old world and the new one. We were born into outdated structures, religion, educational, political, economic. And deep down, we've always known something about this doesn't feel right. That feeling is not about rebellion. It is literally our remembrance code that we carry. We are the generation that said no more silence, no more pretending, no more living small just to make other people comfortable. We're the first to speak openly about mental health. We're the first to question religion and truth over tradition, healing over hierarchy. And yeah, that might confuse your parents and it might trigger them because they were programmed to survive the very system that we were programmed to end.
Well,
our parents didn't come to dismantle the system, they came to maintain it. They were taught obedience while we were born remembering freedom. So when you start feeling guilty for not following your family path, remember that you weren't meant to. You were literally meant to rewrite it. Your awakening, your healing, your boundaries, your emotional maturity, all of it is part of a bigger mission to build a new blueprint for the generations after us. 333 on the clock. The millennials are the first wave of liberators. We cracked the code. We started the healing movement, opened the spiritual door so that Gen Z and the ones after them could walk through with ease. Our role is not to repeat the same that our parents repeated. You are not meant to follow in their footsteps. Our role is to remember who we are, what freedom feels like, and to teach our children from that space. We are the generation that ends cycles. We are the bridge between old earth and new earth. We are the dismantlers. And from our courage, that's how the next world begins.
The boomers never stood a chance. People are now taking pictures of their home using AI to insert a homeless man and then sending that picture to their parents, friends, and family saying that an intruder has broken in. And I'm not gonna lie, it's convincing as hell. But it's now gone so far that multiple police departments, including New York, Michigan, and Washington, have all issued statements warning people to stop. In fact, it's gone global. Dorset police in the UK said they received a call from an extremely concerned parent who believed there was a man in their home while their daughter was home alone. The Yonkers Police Department in New York even used an AI homeless man to address the AI homeless man situation, saying that this prank isn't funny, it's dangerous, it could provoke violent reactions, and that it's a waste of resources for the officers turning up only to find out it was a prank. Every day we discover a new way we're cooked.
Listen. The average black woman these days are prostitutes. You feel me? This picture really describes so many black women, bro. Black women and modern women, I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm talking about? And there's some white women fall in this category, but like I said before, I don't be around white women like that. It's like everything they lead with is their, you feel me? Everything they lead with their backside, you feel me? You know, I told one black woman, I said, ma'am, is that all you have to offer? Is your backside? Cause that's what it seems like. I mean, we have nurses taking pictures with her to the camera. We have female police officers posted pictures with her to the camera. We have doctors, female doctors taking pictures with their camera. We have women who drive trucks taking pictures with to the camera. They even got little kids doing the same thing. It's like, who told them that that's the new norm now?
That's what they see.
Who told them that men would take them serious? Nah, see, something about men, we are visual creatures. So if we see pictures with your out, we're gonna come at you as like you are 3 or 4. We're gonna come at you with some money. We're gonna come at you with, proposition, financial proposition. It's like, why y'all keep thinking in y'all mind that, that's all men want? Men marry attitudes, not looks. Looks count a lot, but your attitude can override all your looks. And it's like your brain, just like the picture, the brain has in it. It's like there's those critical thinking skills. There's no thinking about tomorrow skills. Man, look, I was talking to a female one time and she was about to get evicted from her house. And she still was trying to get her hair done. And I'm trying to tell her, like, look, you need to be saving all the money you can save instead of trying to get your hair done. But she couldn't think that far. All she was worrying about was how she was going to look. And I said, that's cool, whatever, but you about to get kicked out. It's like, her brain is like empty, all the way empty. And that's crazy to me. See, even to the point when I see females with these so-called degrees and the educated woman, whatever, the educated black woman, she thinks by she having a degree that she's an expert in everything. Nah, little mama, you just an expert in that field that you graduated in. You're not an expert when getting a man. And dressing sexual all the time ain't gonna get you no man. Putting your body on social media ain't gonna get you no man. It'll get you the man to have sex, but not a man to stay. You feel me? That ain't gonna happen. I think the dumbest thing that I see every day is females leading with their. We cannot take you serious. We cannot, because especially if you do it on social media. If you do it on social media, it's really wild, because you want me to take you out on a date to be with you, but everybody on social media get to see it for free. Because I ain't trying to pay for something that the whole world ain't got to pay for.
The quote that I always say, because it sticks with me every single day, is dress how you want to be addressed. When you're in a world full of body revealing and you barely have any clothes on, it's the modest women that get the look. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just go outside your home, whether you go to a mall, the fair, whatever, just out in the public. Look at how women are dressed. They're revealing, provocative, barely have clothes on, right? This is the new norm. It's the ones who dress modest where it's actually they're getting looked at because it's different, is what I'm trying to say. Modesty is beautiful. Let's make modesty, like, I don't want to say trend, because if I say trend, it's gonna like trending, like we know what trends are temporary, but let's make modesty gold again, I guess you can say. Let's make modesty cool again. I think social media is a issue with that too. I think social media has distorted like the women's mindsets with showing less get you more, because you see, now that I'm thinking about it, when you go on Instagram, who gets the most likes? The ladies that are showing and revealing everything.
The music that black women be listening to, y'all really be destroying yourselves. Like, y'all destroy your own mindset. And some of the music y'all listen to too, because y'all have lost y'all essence as a woman. There is no reason for y'all to be out here gang banging, twerking on tops of the cars every day. Y'all twerk on the internet every day. You have nothing else to do but shake your cake on makeup and go on Fashion Nova, Shane Justin, and whatever the else to get the new Lululemon and whatnot. Y'all be killing me.
Thank you, Hector, for the video.
Speaking of Tucker Carlson, though, he's coming out with the 9/11 files. Crazy. The first episode, they get into two of the hijackers. Apparently, the CIA knew about them while they were still in Afghanistan, I believe, and literally recruiting them to be plane hijackers, but in order to gain intelligence to where they would just stop. So they let them get from Afghanistan to Saudi Arabia to, I think they went to somewhere in Asia, and then landed in LA, knew everything about them, knew exactly where they were, what they were doing, but it did not prevent them from boarding on that plane and hijacking it and hitting the World Trade Center. And that was never brought up in the 9/11 Commission.
No, of course not.
That they knew about these guys the entire time and were even recruiting them to gain intelligence. So they're like recruiting them under this false flag of like, we're gonna make you guys plane hijackers. And even the guy who was in charge of counterterrorism at the time, right after 9/11 happened, he went to the White House for like a briefing, and his whole agenda was to be like, okay, where's the next attack going to be? They said basically scrap that, let's just focus on going to war in Iraq now. So the whole agenda was a ploy to go to war in Iraq, and Osama bin Laden wasn't even in Iraq.
It's wild. So many details.
My question is like, what's the end game to all of this? We're exposing that it's conspiracy, but then what do we do with it when we know that we've been lied to?
Extra morbid facts, part 50. David Parker Ray wasn't just a serial killer. He did things to women so horrific that the FBI agents who investigated him needed therapy. In Elephant Butte, New Mexico, he constructed a custom soundproof trailer he called the Toy Box, filled with whips, chains, saws, medical equipment, video cameras, and even a mechanical torture device he built himself. When victims woke up strapped to a gynecologist table, he played a 20-minute audio tape calmly explaining how he was going to torture and break them over the next several days.
Hello there. Are you comfortable right now? I doubt it. Wrists and ankles chained, gagged, probably blindfolded. You are disoriented and scared too. I would imagine. Perfectly normal under the circumstances. Now, you are obviously here against your will. Totally helpless.
That is scary.
Don't know where you're at. Don't know what's going to happen to you.
Satan's bin?
You're very scared or very pissed off. I'm sure that you've already tried to get your wrists and ankles loose. No, you can't. Now you're just waiting to see what's going to happen next. You probably think you're going to be raped, and you're f***ing sure right about that.
Ray's girlfriend and even his own daughter helped him kidnap women, and after days of torture, he would drug them with amnesia-inducing sedatives and dump them in the desert so disoriented they couldn't report what happened. Investigators later found journals detailing 40 years of abuse and believe he murdered up to 60 women, but not a single body has ever been found. Ray was only caught in 1999 when a victim escaped naked with a metal dog collar still around her neck, leading police to the toy box, a torture chamber so sadistic that FBI agents who entered it required extensive therapy. But despite the unimaginable horror, Ray was never convicted of murder, dying of a heart attack in 2002 and taking his most awful secrets to his grave.
What the f*** are we doing on this earth, man? Every day, most of us wake up and go to a job that we really don't like, but we can't really quit because we got to get the money to pay the bills that they say it's important to pay. What the f*** is the point of this life, man? We go to grocery stores and buy food that God gave us for free. Why the f*** did we pay for lights? Well, that's just the way it is. I'm tired of all this. That's just the way it is. This whole system is garbage. America ain't nothing but a big plantation, man. A big plantation. What the f*** are we doing here? But I'm tired, man. It's like, what the f*** is the point of any of this? To work till we 60, 70 years old? Most of us ain't gonna live to see 50. But we gotta work to maybe retire. It's a big game. It's a big charade. America is a plantation. This is exhausting. Like, I don't even want to look for another job.
I've been seeing these type of videos for like the past couple reactions. Like, it really is slavery. Slavery never left. It's in another name. It's just, it's funny, I just had a conversation about this because it's an illusion of choice, an illusion of freedom, but it's still slavery when you think about it. I'm always gonna bring out George Carlin's quote because the more I react to these videos, the more I hear his voice over and over. It's called the American Dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. You have to be asleep to see it. And even somebody was like, America isn't a country, it's a business, and we are all of its employees. Thank you, Hector, for the videos.
So this is pretty scary. I've gotten together with 5 different creators now, right? Ever since we all updated the last update on TikTok, there's been some sketchy going down with our devices. Not that I think it necessarily matters, but all of our accounts have over 600k followers. So, you know, obviously the algorithm works in our favor to some sense. Anyways, ever since we downloaded the last update on TikTok, a lot of sketchy has been happening to primarily our phones, but also other devices that we have as well. And I discovered that when I was making a video specifically about Israel, okay, let's keep that in mind, I'm going to make that very clear here, as well as 2 other members of our team when they were making videos throughout the last couple of days of Israel as well, we have been recorded. We also discovered that there have been major viruses on our devices. I don't play about cybersecurity, you know what I mean? I have people that do that for me. They know what they're doing. Let's just call them tech experts that really know how to code, you feel me? And they discovered that out of 5 of us, 12 of our devices were somehow hacked and had Pegasus software downloaded on them. My computer, my phone, I mean their iPads, their laptops, all of their somehow, some way had Pegasus software downloaded on them. That's scary as Do you know what Pegasus is? These are 0-click attacks. Do you know how many people probably aren't even aware of this happening to them? And this just started happening after you-know-who got involved in the TikTok deal. I'm not going to say their name officially, but let's just say that their name starts with an O. When I chose 2 days ago to block them on TikTok, my entire algorithm shifted. I'm starting to see content about No Kings now. I'm starting to see more content about Gaza. It's actually insane. But people, if you know any tech experts, please let them do a full rundown on all of your devices. With the way the AI is nowadays, I am not taking any risk. Just imagine, right? Your face on another body doing something very specific. And we're just being 100% realistic here. The same exact individuals of which are responsible for creating that technology are definitely not the same people or anything. I will be collecting evidence on all this as much as I possibly can. So if anybody else discovers anything, please hit me up in the DMs and let me know.
And it was interesting because I was looking up Elon Musk before plastic surgery and Elon Musk after plastic surgery. And you would wonder why they would change his face so much so that he could fit in with the general public. And when you get into where the name Elon comes from, it's an interesting rabbit hole. Seems to connect right back to the same groups, just kind of devised as something else. And this is interesting too, because when I was looking up the first plastic surgeries, I also found with the plastic surgeries and people getting nose jobs. And the first original nose jobs came from doctors. And they did that because they wanted a more Aryan look. Isn't that interesting? That's another one. So you get into the whole plastic surgery, people cutting open their face, trying to fit in. Well, it's interesting too, because you look at all these celebrities, and they're always doing that. The celebrities are cutting their faces and doing all kinds of stuff so that they can fit in, so that they can look more appropriate to what they want to sell you. So when you look at who owns the platforms, you know, social media, who owns Instagram, who owns Google, who owns TikTok, who owns Twitter, you see all of these people, you go right back to the same.
I was trying to see the word that was like blocked out. I can't find it. So y'all let me know what was said there because it was censored. So I thought I was gonna get it, but I can't get it. This was one heck of a video. I just want to say shout out to everyone that sent in videos. I truly, truly appreciate it. I learned some new AI homeless man prank that's been going around, the Millennials. The one guy that talked about the taxes, that one was a very, very, very funny one because it's so true. And then the digital ID rolling out, we react to some stuff, y'all. Y'all had to let me know which one was your favorite. I think the one for me, maybe the guy talking about the women. Love these videos and enjoyed them. Again, if you want your video featured on here along with a shout out, all you have to do is join the Discord. The link is in the description down below. I have a thread, it's called Conspiracies, Theories, Reactions. That's where you'll go drop your video. That's how I'll see it, how I'll react to it, and upload it on the big screen. So thank you guys in advance for joining the Discord, and those that have joined and dropped videos. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. I want to say thank you for all the love and support that you guys have shown, whether you like this video or any video, commented, you subscribe, you shopped merch. ShopPerkyy.com. Link is in the description down below. Y'all, we have some heat on there. When you happen to buy, that you take a picture and you send it to me so I can feature you on the website. And thank you to all those that have bought merch, whether it was Blessed Department, Discipline Over Desire, Burnt Offering, Super Faith, The Cure Patience, The Lost Customer. You guys, we are on the road to 900,000 subscribers. I'll be laughing because it's crazy. I just give all esteem, all praises to my Saba Yahuwah and our Abba Yahusha Hamashiach for just blessing me with everything, for them working in and through me. I have to give credit and honor where it's due because I'm a steward over what they rightfully own. And if I'm going to boast, let it be in Yahuwah and not myself, because it's what they're doing in and through me is something that I'm doing. Hallelujah. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see y'all on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I want